Now get it in focus, camera. Look at this. Isn't this sexy, simple, and stunning cast on edge for a 1x1 rib? This is my go-to for socks, gloves, hats, mittens, sweaters, collars. It doesn't create that big bulky line that most cast-ons do. And it is not a long tail cast on, so you don't need to guess how much you need to use. This is why you must learn this. Let's show you how. All right, for this demonstration, I'm just going to use some double pointed needles and some yarn, just like the same yarn that I had in the previous sample. And as always, with any cast on, first thing you have to do is a slip knot. So taking one needle, I'm just going to create a slip knot for you. So now that I turned it, just like as if you were going to do a knit cast on, I'm going to take the yarn over my right needle, left needle, and take it off. But what is different with this cast on is now it gets a little interesting. And what you're going to do for the next stitch is you're going to go from back to front in between both loops instead of just taking one loop. Yarn over and pull it through, taking the left hand needle up through and pulling that off. And I grabbed not all the yarn here. That happens. There we go. Now what makes it super stretchy is you can't pull it too tight because you need to get that needle either from the front to the back or from the back to the front of your work. So now you'll notice that the yarn is in the front of the work. So when the yarn is in front, you want to go from front to back, capturing both of those loops. Yarn over your right needle, pull it through, take your left needle and pull it off. And now your yarn is in the back of your work. And again, you're just going to repeat this for how many stitches you want for your knit one, purl one rib. And again, now the yarn's back in front. So now you're saying, Christine, what happens? Your husband walks in, you're going la 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 la, trying to remember where you're at, or your dog needs to go out, or the kids are starting to bother you, whatever that may be. The easiest way to remember is when the yarn is in front, you go from front to back. And when your yarn is in back, you go back to front. It's that easy. So I know we all have distractions. And one of the main concerns is, how do I know? Where do I end? How did I end? I can't remember. So it's easy to remember when the yarn is in front, you start from front to back. And when the yarn is in the back of your work, you go back to front. And that's easy. This is what is creating that nice little rib stitch where you're not going to have that harsh line where it's not going to be so stretchy. And it's always going to have that point where it's going to be too tight. And it just does not look good. Whereas this one looks really good. It works well in the round. It works well in cuffs, socks, sweater collars, anything, hats, anything that you need stretchy but want that nice clean knit purl ribbing on your edge. Okay, so I hope you give this a shot. So there you have it. I hope this tutorial helps you create that awesome edge for your next project. And let me know in the comments how you like this. Like this if you did like the video. Subscribe if that's something you do. Hit the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. There's more to come. I'll see you in the next one. You poor thing. Huff out of here. Gus, are you going to let me do the ending? Are you? Are you? You going to let me say goodbye to the nice folks that are watching? Or are you saying goodbye?